Gotta find a way to kind of stop their advance, because we're getting to a fourth item for Elk so early into the game. This Kalista is gonna be so difficult to deal with. Now we actually get the movement here from BLG towards this dragon. Would be a third dragon for them. A mountain soul would be so big. I think the fact that we have the push here, even though the package is there for Cream, it's still good timing for TES to push towards the Baron, because they know that BLG want to take it. But are they fast enough to grab this one here? As they realize that BLG have already cleared the objective, they move right back to it. Cream not going to be able to use the package efficiently this time around. And the timing for BLG, that quickness of decision making, again coming clutch. Tien going for the back line here, as they do have Shun answering that one. I do think Top Esports have an angle if they want to go for it, Lyric. I don't know if they can actually pull it off. Elk gets about half his health bar taken out. BLG don't need to take this fight. They will end up pushing off here.
This is what we want to see from TS, right? Again, the extended standoff, the rule with the rockets connecting, and the poke from the Lucian too. Oh, but now they re-engage.
That Fate's Call used, but On cannot connect the handshake once again. Ben going over onto Cream, realizing Cream doesn't have anything to get out of this one. He's got those teeth sinking deep, and I didn't know that Crocs were lactose intolerant. That is going to be BLG straight to the Baron. Even though 369 got the side lane turret, they want to fight. BLG, they get bubbled. Knight's in a lot of trouble here. 369 has a decent amount of damage, but if BLG turn onto him, it is terrifying. Yeah, not going to go for that Sonic Wave follow-up.
I mean, they do enough. They make sure that no Baron goes over, but again, it's like every fight we get, sure, maybe BLG aren't exploding it then into like another huge objective, but they're already, what, 5K gold up. They're getting another 1 or 2 kills every few minutes consistently. Really, everything just continuing to go in their favor.
Very big lead, but a scaling Top Esports who are trying to catch up, at least with Cream. And hit his third item here. Top Esports haven't been one to back down. Tien has still stayed proactive on his Lee Sin. The question is, can BLG continue to move Elk into powerful positions? He still hasn't hit that fourth item yet. We did get third item for Jackie Love. The Lord Doms is going to make his job so much easier with that front line.
Yeah, right. I mean, again, especially when Shun has been one of the people who have been a real terror for him to have to be concerned about. So now going to actually be able to get some damage down quite impactfully. But man, I'm still just scared of Elk. 5-1-4. What a huge score line. Like,
but he's got to be on his toes. He has to be on his toes. That's the difficult position here with the way that these teams have been playing with their ADCs, the drafting style of these aggressive ones. They have to be executed to the top in these late game team fights.
And again, it feels like a lot of it just comes down to like the level of CC, the tools that are there. Is Jackie Love trying to make the most of his opportunities. Again, TS win, in my mind, when they do best in these standoffs. So being able to get that good trade on early is going to mean quite a bit. BLG just hoping that TS walk too far forward to catch a wave. We can see where Shun's playing off to the side, but TS aren't falling for the bait.
They can burn the Baron pretty fast now as well, even though you're getting more of that utility build from Knight, the tankier build of the Azir that we've seen prop up in this series. Oh, they are spotted out there. Realize there could be something going on in the bush. Another thing to highlight, 369 has his third item now, as well as the IE as his third item. I think that is important, but it's all about where that damage goes. I think the wonder is that Tien, wanting to keep that proactive nature on the Lee Sin, actually gonna move around towards his Baron pit, try to get some vision down here just in case, because as I was saying, they take it so quickly. Knight is gonna take the brunt of 369 here. That's the third item spike, and Knight doesn't really have anything to hold on to. Shun is here trying to save him, but the Emperor's Divide comes out way too late, and that is gonna be a big pick-off kill for Top Esports.
Yeah, exactly what they were looking for. Finally, something that can mean something, and now turning straight towards the Baron.
Oh no, we've seen this one before, Lyric. Don't do it, Top Esports.
Looking for it. BLG, what do they even really have? I mean, they have some big ults up.
Ben is here. Rage bar here, getting full. He does have the Dominus. Half health. Shouldn't got this last time. Top Esports the miracle flip, but the hostile takeover, they are on the back line. They don't care about the bear. They care about the health bars. As now Tiani actually gets a re-engage. The bubble is huge, but BLG are picking him apart now. 369 left out. He's not tanking. He just goes down. Elk does 4,000 damage in that limited engage, and he's going to try to chase down Mako too. Cream is here to try to back them off with the rocket barrages, but it's not going to be enough. You can't stop BLG when they are snowballing, and Elk has been absolutely massive.
He has. He's been the defining player for BLG in this game, and guess what's coming up in 10 seconds? I know it. You all know it. It's going to be the Mountain Drake.
What is it,
Mountain
Lyric?
Soul for BLG, making their way over there already. Again, some people up for TS having this Baron now, but still feels like it's going to be such an uphill battle once this Drake's picked up.
Fighting tooth and nail. Top Esports don't want to give this one over so easily. But as track record shows, the team with the advantage early ends up taking a lot of the victorious moments here, at least in this series. Blue side has been king so far, and Top Esports, they do it again.
Yeah, they do, and again, just Shun finding the opportunity to get on top of the enemy team. Sure, Baron goes down, but then it's like a free-for-all. All of Top Esports, some going left, some going right, certain members jumping in, and it just really gives BLG that opportunity. But as we can see, right, Mountain Soul really feels like it's going to be so hard to overcome. Bane and Shun, going to be so tough to deal with. Sure, again, Jacob's been sitting on this Lord Dominix for a while. You're getting pretty close for 369 too. But I don't know if it'll be enough.
I think the other big factor that we're seeing now is that the two biggest parts to their success last game for Top Esports, besides Creed in a way, are being shut down, right? Like you have an 0-3 TN, you have an 0-3 Jackie Love. I think if you're gonna have success for Top Esports, these two pieces have to be in successful motives, and we haven't seen that so far because BLG took control of them.
I'd also just feel, right, it's just very different. It's kind of like how we saw what BLG did last time. To where this time around, BLG, it's a lot simpler. You can 5v5 pretty much, you know, very straightforward. You have engage, you have CC that's very easy to use. For TS, you're playing more of a range game, you're playing more for standoffs, you're playing more to pull pressure to sides and spread BLG out. And then once you fall behind with that, and again, you've opted into scaling with things like the Corki, yeah, it becomes a lot harder to find those ways back into the game. BLG now,
God, man,
just gonna brute force this mid lane turret.
You're almost on full build for Elk, and he's very, very close to that one. Some of that standing gold being taken out by Top Esports. Get a side lane turret with the side lane twin, but they won't lose their own side lane unless there is a defense from Top Esports. So nicely done.
I mean, the one thing that Baron's, you know, being used for, right? Dissuading this from being able to come through. I guess not the only thing is they were able to dissuade the push in mid earlier too, but not gonna be able to find a lot of gold value out of it for themselves, but at least they could prevent BLG from pushing ahead too much further.
And right now, Top Esports, in these moments, they're looking to get big picks. They're trying to find flanks for 369. They get the damage down with Jackie Love. They can get these picks that we've actually seen them pull off a couple times in this game. But the wallet, man, the wallet is so difficult to face up against. And BLG have been quick in their decision-making around the map. Speaking of, they're gonna be quick to pounce onto Cream. He doesn't even know that On is around the corner, and that's an easy pickup kill and an 8th of the game for Elk.
It's just so sad. Gets picked off. Looks like Pez gonna try and answer back with their own pick-off, but it isn't gonna be able to come through. It's now complete control of the top side. You can see them pushing in both mid and top. Not gonna be able to get anything off that. As right? There's been like talk, at least memes in the community for a long time, that Knight was never up to enough on these here. What a strange game. See Knight 0-2-2, not really needing or having the biggest impact, but I mean, again, the thing that is so scary about BLG, and really I guess any of our top 3 teams in the LPL, is that there's other people who can pick up the slack at any given moment.
Mm-hmm. It's the craziest thing, and that's why, like, you can never back down from these teams, because there is a reason why they're some of the most ruthless in our league. BLG, having had a hell of a spring split so far, they topped their record, if not beat it, last time around by 2 wins over their 15-1 regular season. Knight earning his MVP here in Spring Split. It has been monumental, even though he's 0-2, how this team has come together, leaping off of an already successful 2023.
Yeah, they really made their names. Remember the desk earlier saying that, you know, last year BLG ascended to an elite team, and they've really been able to show it. The consistency still here. I'm just excited to see them keep getting to move forward. But again, I'd say the thing I'm happy about is that we do have teams that could rival this roster in the LPL, and the fact that we've already seen it in the series. Maybe not great to be saying it when the scoreline looks like this, where it's like, hey, one team is Mountain Soul, it's 14-4. But again, if you missed the prior games, game 2 looked very similar to this for TS.
Yep. All about blue side right now, it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll continue, probably. We have an Elder Dragon about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Looks like BLG are gonna spend time to get to this point. We have Elk full build now, so should be getting a little bit more of that resource dependency over tonight to get him up to that point. We did get 4th item for Jackie Love, as that'll be really important as well. And we have package coming out of base in time for the Baron right now for Cream.
He's making his way over. We have to see if 369 starts joining in as well. If he flies his way over here, if he keeps split pushing, because BLG are going to get this.
Do it. Tien's in the pit. Tien's, no, it's stolen by Elk. He's the one that secures it. Now on the other side, Cream hasn't even gotten to use the package, man. He is out of the fight, and he takes his doggy treats with him. It is a side lane pressure for 369. He will get that inhib turret, but BLG come out with everything after that. Now Tien getting caught out now by On, who has had some insane flanking angles, and Elk spears him in the back. Oh no, soon onto 369 has about all of his health bar taken away, but he baited. Oh no, the long con. It is Knight, the golden left hand coming in clutch. He hasn't got a kill yet, but he wants one now. He's trying to take down Mako, but Shun gets him instead. And there's Knight's first kill of the game. And it's BLG who have run away with this one. Over 6,000 gold down, 369. Just buying some time with the wings of valor. But he won't be able to fight them back here. He is on 4.5 items. They do have the CC chain to lock him down. Knight is over on the edge. Shun has to back off too. And this is a wild fight. 369 doesn't want to go down, but BLG ties him down nonetheless.
The chase took so long. We could see Cream is already back up. He was the first person down when he just absolutely sent it over that Baron with the package. Now 2 members up. BLG already turning towards the Elders we can see on our screens. I wonder if they're even just going to keep Elk and Bin here. No, not getting overzealous, but my god, man. Elk and On are going insane after not having the opportunity to take over last game. They really are this time.
I think I just saw that Elk has crossed the 2,000 kills mark for the LPL. Huge stuff for them, but also just an incredible performance off of that Game 1 performance from Elk as well. I think he has consistently been a pillar for BLG here. I think it took a while for him to gain a lot of the fame when you had Finn, when you had Gao, things like that. But he, over this last year, much like Jackie Love, has had an incredible rise in priority for himself.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it's kind of nice when your team is 5 pillars, right? Like, I feel like
that's how you build a building. I
really feel like you can say that about either of these teams. Every player kind of being a pillar in their own right, being part of that formula, again, just being so strong in their own role. But BLG now continuing to push forward, having the Baron. We're gonna see what they're able to do. The wave top isn't really that close. They have 2 waves of supers that they could play with, but Tez can be annoying with the Corki.
BLG, they just need to find a way to wrap a bow on this one. It's a nice little present waiting for them, as they will take a step forward in this best of 5 against Top Esports. The siege comes down. That first Nexus tower already gone. Bin on the side here. That Elder Dragon ringing true, and here comes the flap of the wings. One more tower falls, and BLG, they just want fight. They just want blood, and they want the scream of Top Esports as a big lockdown comes down, but it does not matter one single bit. A 13-1 Elk and a dominant BLG go 2-1 in this series and are on match point.
Exceptional play coming out from BLG, and especially the bot lane duo. It was great to see. The aggression was there, especially as we got into like the mid to late game, where you can see that Elk was really feeling it. He didn't care about just hopping forward aggressively. And man, again, feel so excited to see this series continue, right? Both teams giving their absolute all here today.
the fact that we get such one-sided games from that absolute control early. The 2v2 bot lane has dictated so much more than we thought coming into it, and that was our main point too. So I'm very excited to see what Kane 4 has in store, and if we'll be pushed to the distance by Top Esports. We'll see the LPL Lounge on the other side of this break.
and welcome back to the LPL. I'm Julian, joined on the desk with Nymera and Trouble, and we are now 3 games deep into this series, and it feels like we might have a potential winner at some point. Could be the last game, this could not be.
I mean, that's the way that competitive League of Legends works. You do have a winner at some point. I hope so. I mean, we could just have Groundhog Day and just keep playing the series over and over. I would actually be okay.
I don't know how I feel about it.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, coming out of this game, I think that Top Esports, they took their learnings from Game 2 and they thought, okay, we beat them in macro, let's try doing some macro. They locked in the Quinn, of course, there's a carry for 369, which he's been doing a lot more for Top Esports over this year comparative to what we saw in the year before that. But they couldn't pull it off.
I thought the very interesting part right here was what Lyric said as the cast started. It's like 369 primarily is a carry top laner within the LPL after all. However, in his time in JDG, he was put the post-it on his forehead as a tank player, and he was damn well one of the best tank players that we have ever seen. However, being a carry, being his bread and butter, we saw it in the game number 2 with the Urgot, it worked. This time around, I feel like Top Esports spread themselves way too thin with 2 pressure bets.
Bit of a jack of all trades this time around, but when we're looking at the Quinn particularly, we saw some incredible roams. We saw some great macro coming out as well, but it felt like it just wasn't enough, because when we're looking at BLG particularly, they had the reins on this game since the very start.
受不了。哼，这没经验。靠北，他说我要500、喂，阿斌。
喂。
那个系统说。对，系统说我要500，我看我得6日，明天我不在，明天我要跟人家出去吃饭，要6日我把那500打完。
不要那只打字了，嘴炮了，马上被锁5场太快了吧？不是昨天才打字而已。
嗯，那也没办法吧？估计他很勤劳吧？还是你要休息了？对啊，要500。
你这样子500什么时候才打得完？
如果礼拜5回来应该没办法，礼拜6早上应该一个早上不用就打完了。
好吧。
对啊。
好吧，那也只能这样子啊。
还是
他是500对不对？
对啊，500，还是你要换号玩一下再睡。我是想要大概打到10点半睡觉吧。看你。
我在想。
不然你就早点休息啊，然后我应该再去玩个1-2把我就睡了吧。对啊。
好啊好啊。
对啊。那不然礼拜6或礼拜日，或者是下礼拜你放假再玩好了。
好啊好啊。
嘿呀嘿呀，我正好把那5把打完。嘿 ，OK， 拜拜。得被锁5场。 怎么个那个贵雏局玩不了？哇，他还绕回来。
Yeah, you know, I do think that 369 showed what you can do with a pressure top lane like that, but the problem is, if you're playing around, pressure lanes and stuff like that, BLG have the best bot lane pressure lane setup they could possibly have in this series right now. I think that the Kalista is working absolute wonders for them. This Kalista is something which I think Top Esports, they've tried to...
近战兵一个暴击直接秒掉了，有点
对，还要吃多少镀层？哦，消失了。但是，
而且这把相比于第一把面对德莱文的情况又不一样。而且对于标记来讲，第一把还有3个锁头，而这一把基本上没有太好的能够针对到德莱文的手段。
这把全是 C。
海闪上来
这把全是 C。
海闪上来，直接勾到一个开到利弗，打断御铁树。
中塔不需要峡谷先锋就可以直接推掉。
这把感觉有点平推的意味了。奈特想要推吗？这个位置交闪现的身位也不太够啊。Jacky 还有闪，
后面有个大树的大招。
小天来了，这个位置可能要奈特来扛这个老树的藤蔓了。但是奈特完全扛不住，
一刀血空了。
这就是2件套的德莱文啊！兵哥再次绕后过来，闪顶硬换掉了一个369。 但是小奶油这个时候已经在上路带着风生水起。
正面在打，他这边拆了一半的塔，在这里瑞尔还是抓不到他的。
经济差距已经快来到7000了。
主要这把 BLG 没有什么可以限制杰克的手段，整个阵容的控制就只有上辅有，但是辅助开不到德莱文，可能就要被点死。
对，而且回过头去讲，就是确实可能这个 BP 做到后面，对于 BLG 的这个阵容来说，确实拼起来会觉得有点奇怪。
嗯。
再加上第一波下路的2v2的线也没处理好之后，现在看起来是一个比较崩盘的局面。
而且是这把也没有小龙，他们现在很难去拖到自己的几个 C 位都有他们想要的装备。而且这把龙节奏很快啊。
Zoom 觉得这一把可能对于劣势方的 BLG 来说，该怎么样去扳回这个劣势？
我觉得首先是要指一下吧，这个死的确实有点太多了。首先你想发育，至少不能再给对面经济了，
就尽可能先稳住，减少阵亡数量。
对，至少你说挖掘机打9桶，边线上面还是有点优势的。9桶那一边的带线感觉还是两边，他应该是沙皇和挖掘机都不好推。只能在9桶那边多寻求一点发育吧。
可能要转变一个战术重心，去看看能不能在9桶上找到点机会。
是的，9桶是 AP 的，也不是很肉，然后带线能力也不强。
那现在对于优势方的滔博上来说，就是只要围绕着德莱文这条路去滚雪球，就基本 BLG 正面是很难去接住的。奈的这个位置
有双招，杰克，
哎呦，闪现来了，闪现来了！对于BLG来说是一波机会，而且超级死非常带走了 Jacky。
金克斯的头，
人头
会，
他下路的线都没吃，一路从野区绕了过来。
这波369也很纳闷啊，他也不知道奈的跑哪去了。
是的，刚刚还在跟我对线。
哇，那这一波是奈特的出手帮助 BLG 稳定了一下军心哦。
对，而好消息是德莱文没闪，下波瑞尔还有机会开。
但这一次的阵亡也给滔博敲响了警钟，就对于滔博来讲，还是需要再多放几个兄弟在德莱文旁边去做保镖的，
得保护一下大哥。
确实得保护一下。而且尤其是边线的 miss 可能就得多看一点，尤其河道口的眼位。但现在的话，滔博正面的一个推进攻势还是很明显的。Mako 一个勾墙打出了自己的闪现之后，深海冲击冲到了后方的一个靴，这边的2塔已经是被推掉的情况下，瑞尔是直接被2斧子砍倒在地，而后方这个位置小回阳灵神仙回来，但是还是被炸
回来的时候大招消失了。
生死时速啊！这一波，小奶油的毁灭射击直接带走了勋。将滔博再次掀起一波推进的攻势，中路2塔应该也是会很轻松的直接拔掉。而这个3龙团，看一下两边去怎么去布置哦。其实从目前的战力上来说，明显滔博士这边是占据优势的，而且优势非常的大。
BLG这个团理智一点的话，还是不能接啊。虽然德莱文现在没有闪现，但是如果正面团没有能针对到他，那德莱文就能砍起来。
对，而且还有一个小炮啊，正面两边辅助又是再次交手，而这个位置已经快有点撑不住了，后方还有一个爆破9桶，直接把勋给炸了回来。奈特队，奈特的这个禁区之墙推回了 Jacky Love 再次倒地，但另一边还有小奶油的存在，小奶油是成功的击杀掉这边的一个前排的辅助，而后方的奈特交出了金山，而正面勋还在围剿369，这个位置 Cream 是最终是成功。
被小龙，
哦呦，被小龙最后一口给喷死了。
这一波两边居然打成了惨烈的3换4。
哇，Night 这个沙皇机会抓得太准了。
哇，
我感觉这波团是不可能赢的一波团，被他们抓到了这个机会。
这是落后8000经济的团战啊，
而且很
硬给自己续了一波。
Elk 和勋这波也打得很好，两个人打了很多输出。你可以看 Elk 的，其实很危险。
这个直接推到3人，包含了双 C， 没闪的德莱文直接倒地。 这波小奶油是尽力在打输出啊，
然后这个小龙一直在输出他 ，Net 这里是有个表的，仇恨转移了。
这小龙一人喷一口，
很关键的一口，
最后被面具给烫死。但画面回来，两边在红 buff 处又再次打了起来，但最终是勋手下这个红 buff， 而且 BLG 刚。
下。唉，靠，没技能。没助攻哎。 哦。
直接把龙控下，接灯笼就走。这一波滔博是率先把第一